Hey, this is Mark with the Practical Still. We're going to open up another bottle, and we're back to that group of bottles called the Trust Me bottles from a local club here that I'm a part of. The club's awesome because it does charitable events, and that's its whole purpose. But the guys that pick the barrels do a really good job. And this Trust Me batch was a batch of bottles that weren't necessarily typical or what you'd expect from a typical club pick. Everybody's after Knob Creeks and Buffalo Traces and Old Foresters and such. So these, most of these, not all of them, but most of these in this batch, it was 5 different whiskeys, are a little bit different, and that's why he named them the Trust Me batch. So far, we've opened the Fireside. It was a 3-year-old bourbon that was surprisingly good. Today, we're going to open up something from Woody Creek Distillers here in Colorado. This is a wheated bourbon, and based on the information on the label, it was the barrel was filled in 2014. It was bottled in 2020. Makes it about 5.5 years old. I like wheated bourbon, so this should be right up my alley. The color in the little bottles is great. In that pack, you had a choice to get all 750 milliliter bottles or a couple of smaller bottles. So I did the 2 smaller bottles of the Woody Creek. These look pretty much the same. I mean, they were in the barrel and out of the barrel and bottled about the same time. They're both wheated bourbons. They're both single barrels at 120 proof. They are different barrels, though, and different ricks. So they've got fun little names, those who want Woody and those who got Woody. So, you know, funny names. But tasteful stickers. As you know, I don't care for tater stickers on bottles. This is tasteful. It's also got great information. So 70% corn, 15% wheat, and 15% barley, malted barley. So nice mash bill. Should be good. That's not your typical mash bill for a wheated bourbon. So let's see. Screw tops, very elegant. Top of the bottle. It looked like it was going to be complicated to get into, but I popped the plastic off and, you know, little screw top. So, delicious nose. Could still get a fair amount of oak on the nose. I think I would have called that wheated bourbon had I not known. I tell you what, that's an interesting mash bill, and I think this will end up in the Blind Shelfie Throwdown and see if we can throw Dan off on these. Fairly strong alcohol in the nose at 120 proof, not unexpected. In fact, I can't get a whole lot. I get the oak, and I get the ethanol. I get the alcohol. It's hard to get much anything else, actually. When I first opened the bottle, it was the soft wheat, a little vanilla, but I can still get a little bit out of the bottle with the focused opening, but in the glass, really it's oak and heat. Whew. That's hot for 120 proof. It is very sweet when it enters your mouth. Not necessarily any particular flavor sweet other than corn. And it's 70% corn, fair enough. But not a lot of flavor out of the corn, just a lot of sweet. About the time you go, that's sweet, the heat hits. Heat goes away pretty quick. I don't know, there's not a lot of flavor there. Yeah, definitely oak and heat on the front. Yeah. Oak, heat, and alcohol. A little bit of citrus on the finish. Oranges, it tastes like. Got to live with that one for a while because there is, that's disappointing. Not a lot to that. Let's see if we can help a little bit with a drip of water. Not really. I mean, the legs are nice. The color's beautiful. You figure over 5 years in. Yeah, tiny drop of water tamps the heat significantly. And that was a tiny drop of water. I mean, that was that, and not too much whiskey, but not a ton of water in relation. Tamp the heat. Now some of the, I don't know, it's still sweet. I don't know if it's a cotton candy or a fudge, but there's definitely some other flavor now coming out with a little bit of water on it. Almost like a dark tea with the extra, that second drip of water. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to work on this one. First blush out of the bottle, not exciting. Super hot, not a lot of flavor. Sweet on the entry. That tea, dark tea flavor kind of hangs around on the end, but that's about it. And the heat is what the finish is. So I don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll let it sit open for a while. I'll pour some and leave it on the counter for 20 minutes. But the mouth feels kind of thin. So not too exciting. Excited about what they're doing there. They also distill gin and vodka and a few other things. So fun that it's a local place, small distillery. Great to support those folks. We'll give this one a try and be fair about it. Hopefully it comes around. Right now it's just crazy hot and not a lot of flavor. But check them out. If you're in the area, if they sell Woody Creek in your state, give them a shot. I'll go back to the bottle on this one sooner rather than later because I want to let you know if it does come around. Weeded bourbons can do that. They can change an awful lot in the glass. But we'll see. Hopefully it comes around. Right now, this at a 750 bottle is around $55. In the little pack I paid for, I got the 5 bottles, but of course 2 are half size. So basically it's 4 bottles at $220, $55 or so. For $55, equivalent of a standard size, I'd be a little disappointed given what I taste right now, but we'll live with it for a while. We'll see. We'll go back to the bottle. Let me know what you think. I find weeded bourbons can be all over the place. I'm a huge Weller fan. I've had some Rebel Yell single barrels that were the worst thing ever. In fact, I did a not whiskey video a while back because I turned one bottle into eggnog, and that tells you it wasn't that great by itself if I used a $65 bottle in a batch of eggnog. But let me know what you think. Do you find weeded whiskeys to be all over the place? Do you like weeded whiskeys? Do you prefer the rye-based recipes? Have you tried Woody Creek distilleries? Do you like the funny names that have a play on not so subtle hints of things? Do you like tater stickers? I don't. I don't like bottle wax either. So they get big points from me from a classy looking bottle. I don't mind screw caps. I would rather have a natural cork, but screw caps are awesome because it's dry here in Colorado and they certainly seal the bottle up better than a cork. So let me know what you think. In the meantime, cheers.